Hello, everyone, and welcome to another Couch Potato Queen special. Today is our challenge chat. I am your host, Josh Mendelson, and I am here today with the fabulous Doug. Doug, how are you doing today?
I am doing fabulous. I am excited that all these people have to see me twice today because we're going to talk Big Brother afterwards, and I'm going to, spoiler alert, I'm going to join in on you there too. So get ready.
Here for it. Totally here for it.
It's like a double shot of Tila Tequila. Remember that?
Ben, this season sucks. That's it. That's the comment.
No!
Come on, Ben. I'm sure, come on. I mean, I'm having fun with it. I'm enjoying it. It's my first live challenge season in a long time. So,
I was the pessimist last week, and I was hating on this season so far. But this, I am here to be outside of the outcome because I'm obviously very disappointed with what happened. But I really like this episode, and much more than the last one. So I'm going to be more positive today and share my celebration of this episode with y'all.
Good. There we go. There it is. Hi to Sam. Hello, Athrella. Saying hi to us. Hello, everybody. And first thing we get is Ashley is screwed. Do you think Ashley is screwed, Doug?
I hope so. I don't think that she is screwed, though. I think that she'll actually be better with Josh than she was with Huey.
I think so too. I like Ashley. She's a hot mess, and I kind of wanted that Huey Ashley to get broken up. It wasn't meant for the whole season.
They gave so many memories while they were together, though, didn't they? We'll be able to hold on to those memories for so long.
3 episodes of memories. Okay, that's it. Hello, Dana. And then we have Jelly Donuts. There are so many fake asses. They keep bringing back the same people who fight for the storyline. It's obvious this Amber versus Fessy drama is fake.
Yes.
What are your thoughts?
It seems like I hated the whole Fessy thing. We'll get into that for sure.
We'll definitely get into it. I'm happy that Amber's there, though. I kind of like this Amber 2.0 because the Amber that I'm used to, we didn't really see that much of. On Big Brother, we didn't get a lot of Amber. We got like a quarter of a dose of Amber. And like she was like the girl that was not seen as a strong girl. She was just there and like tee-hee, like in that. Now we're getting kind of this beast. Like she's a champion. Like go Amber now. I'm here for her.
Yeah, I really think that the Challenge House is a much better setting for Amber than the Big Brother house.
I
think we're seeing that happen.
Oh, absolutely. I think we all are. We're seeing this. At least she gets to shine as a star somewhere, you know? That's the good thing. So that is definitely the good. So like, what do we want to talk about first? Like, do you want to go into the challenge? Do we want to talk about like some hookups? I mean, I will say Michelle and Emmanuel, lucky Michelle, that man is beautiful. Okay.
I am living for Emmanuel, actually. Yes. His confessionals were great this episode. Yes. I just love his personality. I'm really sad that he doesn't get to have his woman there any longer. But Emmanuel is quickly, I think, rising to the top of people that I am enjoying this season and really hoping comes back for more. So I'm coming back for seconds and thirds. I want more Emmanuel.
I want tenths of Emmanuel. I think he's beautiful. He seems like a nice guy. He is probably the hottest guy in the cast, no question. There's 2 hotties. There's Emmanuel and the one from Spain. What's his name? He's hot AF too.
I don't know which one you're talking about, but yeah,
there's lots from Spain. The one from Spain who has the long hair.
I don't know why.
There's so many people in this cast, but there's that one guy from Spain. I know I made a thing about it, but whatever.
You probably made this whole thing up.
Yeah, there we go. So what do we want to chat about,
Logan?
Douglas?
Are you talking about Logan?
Logan, yes.
With Logan and Anissa, right? Is that who you're talking about?
Logan, yeah. Big T was flirting with Logan. I thought that was cute. Like, I'm here for it.
Well, while we're talking about hot men, we got introduced to a new character this episode who I think is quite attractive, and I think that's who we need to talk about is Dial.
All
Look at this
right.
hunk of a man.
That is a beautiful little mix of those two boys.
Right?
I'm here for
What
it.
do you get?
Dial all day.
I'm here for Dial.
Daddy
What does everybody
Dial.
else think?
Let's go.
I mean, I would get with Dial for sure. This is a very interesting dynamic. Dial dynamic was very interesting between Kyle and Devin, and we really see that play out this week. I, going into this, was thinking, you know, I'm always here for Kyle. In his commentary, his confessionals are always on point. I think it's just the way that he uses the inflection of his voice and everything. He knows how to say funny things and be that character. But it also then spills over into the game when he just doesn't think things through. And
like Dial I'm here for, but Kyle, I think we'll talk about I'm not. I think he made some dumb moves today.
He definitely did.
Yeah.
Wasn't the smartest, but he shared some more light in the aftermath of kind of what into that decision a little bit more. But yeah, we'll get into it when we talk about the elimination. Is there anything prior to the daily? Is there anything prior to the daily that you wanted to talk about?
Yeah, I think there was really a build-up that Josh and Fessy, you know, keeping peace between the vets, but there's still talks that like it's coming really close to the point where the vets are going to turn on each other. So these newbies and these rookies are just hoping that time is coming sooner than later, especially Michelle and Corey, who feel like they're, you know, the big time rookie team. So it's really a kind of a foreshadow that it's so much vets versus rookies right now. Like, I feel like that's been how it is since like the beginning of time for the challenge is vets versus rookies.
Yes. And I do think that we're seeing those start to play out a little bit, which I don't know. I kind of agree. Some of it seems a little bit forced, but I also just think it's because Fessy's an idiot, which has been a common theme every season. And I don't know how much he plays into being an idiot, but I think he's just an idiot.
Yeah. Oh, for sure. And another little cute segment was like the Ct and Huey moment where Ct was realizing that Huey's not weak. And Huey was like working out with him.
Yes. So I actually watched this episode twice, and watching it through the second time, I picked up on these clues that I should have been picking up on the first time when Huey's with CT and CT's like, well, you know what? We can't underestimate this guy. And Huey feels very confident. And he's like, you know, I can back up my shit. I don't think I feel like I have been underestimated, but I can back up my shit. So that was interesting. The other thing that I was nice to see was Big T getting a friend. So your boy Logan and Big T. I like that. I am hopeful that you know that can carry forward. But at least Big T has somebody to talk to. Whereas going into this week, I really felt like she was on an island. Didn't have anybody. It felt really lonely for her. And so I am glad that Logan is there to support our Big T.
Yeah, poor Big T, right? We love her, though. I hope that, like, you know, going into it, I'm kind of rooting for Big T. I think Big T had, like, a really bad episode and came close to kind of getting targeted last episode. So into this one, I was hoping that Big T would be okay this time around, you know?
Yeah, and it turns out she was, at least for this time. And then, then we also got the conversation of the Big Brother Alliance. And so Casey tells, Amber what she wants to hear. And it's so sad because Amber buys it, right? Amber walks away from that being like, okay, things are good. I got the Big Brother Alliance. We'll be okay. I feel good after talking to Casey. She feels like she's in. And then it's not.
So Casey is seeing it different than how Josh is seeing it. Josh is seeing it as the four of them working together and staying strong as a Big Brother Alliance, and Casey's seeing it as Amber is on the outside of the three of us. Again, after they just did this to her last season.
And I still don't understand what Casey's issue is. Like,
I don't get
it.
What's wrong with Casey? Like, I don't get it.
Casey should be wanting to work with Amber. I don't know why she's, misted by Fessy or what, but like that alliance should happen and should be a strong alliance. There was no reason to go after Amber. There was really none. And I don't understand Fessy's bitterness.
It just doesn't make sense.
Fessy did say in the aftermath as well that like he just never talked to Amber. They didn't talk much last season. They didn't really even try to mend things or talk about things this season. So he really felt as though she would never have his back. And so part of that is on Amber to go up to Fessy and mend things. I think that she could have done a little bit more strategy and trying to mend it so that bond was better with Fessy.
Absolutely.
But yeah, I still don't understand why they just can't get on the same page.
It doesn't make sense to me, but maybe in next episode they'll bring it up more into this, because obviously they'll go more into it.
Yes.
I didn't understand. I don't think the editing did that good of a job this week with how they did it, with how they went into it, because they didn't really show it. It was so freaking random. Like, really? You're just gonna all of a sudden do that? Like, and this early? It just doesn't make sense to me.
Yeah.
There you go. Were there any other like things going into the mission you can think?
I don't think so.
I think
let's just get into the daily challenge.
That's real. That's it. Now we're into the daily, our undercover comms challenge. So basically, I thought this is a fun challenge. This is like the coconut chop challenge, basically.
Yes.
So people's decks.
This was a challenge that I was here for. Because you get to see a little bit more strategy. You get to see where some people are aligned. You get to see people make really dumb decisions like Kyle.
Yeah.
So the way that I set this up was to show, so the first team that was eliminated, right, was Jeremiah and Big T. Yeah. And Josh and Amber were who eliminated it. So that's just kind of a brief of how you read this, how I put this slide together for y'all.
Right.
So Josh and Amber were the first ones to get like the first part of the code, right? And so you can eliminate one person. They decide not to go after Coriel and Michelle, which I think kind of makes sense.
Do you though? Because I thought everyone was just going to go after Coriel and Michelle first. I thought that was just going to be the obvious thing, but instead they went after like Jeremiah and Big T, which that didn't make sense to me either. Why they would just do that?
Well, because I think Josh knew that like there was no way that Coriel and Michelle were going to win, right? Yeah. So even if they didn't use the first vote on them to eliminate them, they were going to get eliminated after that, and it proved to be the case. I mean, Ct and Verna followed that up directly with eliminating Corey and Michelle. Yeah. And then we get, and also, of course, we can't gloss over the fact that Huey has a meltdown again before the challenge.
Yeah.
And obviously thinks that he can't complete it, goes through his whole drama, being dramatic, and the whole Ashley thing. It's like Groundhog Day again. Every start of the daily, we have to have Huey versus Ashley. Huey losing his mind, not thinking that he's going to even compete, and then they do. But and then so Ashley got the pleasure of eliminating Nelson, which I thought was quite a great moment for her.
Here for it work.
Yes.
You know what? Like, Ashley is a strong competitor. Like, Ashley knows what she's doing, and that's why I like her, because she's underestimated. Even though she's like a 2-time champion or a 1-time champion, people still think she's not as strong as she is. Girl's strong.
Yeah, she is strong. I'll give you that. So then it ends up coming down to, really, I think Josh and Amber had this one from the beginning. I mean, you see, if they were the first ones to get like the first part, right? And so they had a pretty good lead throughout, and then they were able to eliminate Huey and Ashley and Corey Bettina after that.
Yeah.
So then we get the second heat.
Second heat. Woo woo.
Second heat, which was a lot larger, so there was a lot more dynamics. I feel like in this second heat.
Are you surprised that Ed and Tori were taken out first on this one?
I mean, if it wasn't Ed and Tori, who would you have eliminated if you were Fessy and Esther?
Yeah, I mean, I think they all had vets on them. They were all vet teams, right?
Right. I mean, at least to some extent, we don't have any other rookie teams besides Coriel and Michelle at this point.
I guess Ed is kind of a threat to the vets. They've targeted him before, so like they could do it again. He's kind of like a mini Johnny Bananas. Did you get that vibe?
I mean, time will tell. I think we have to let time play out more. Like, we didn't get much Ed this episode at all. Actually, it felt like he was kind of in the background quite a bit.
But I'm okay with that.
Yeah, he'll have his moments for sure.
Yeah, for real.
So then after that, Devin and Emmy eliminate Nani and Gabo, and then Anissa and Logan eliminate Casey and Emmanuel.
Yeah.
And then this is where, yes, that makes sense. I do think Gabo was
a spider monkey.
Quickly.
I think Gabo is so sexy. He's up there on my trade of the season too. Like Gabo's a beautiful man.
Yes.
And it's so funny to say, like, Jersey Shore in anything in Europe is not Jersey Shore here. Like, they're not that big of douchebags. The ones in the US, sure, they're douchebags, but outside they are not douchebags. They're beautiful, man.
I mean, I agree. There's still some Jersey Shore boys I would get with, if we're being completely honest.
I'd get with all of them, but still, like, here for it.
Okay, fine.
Yeah.
So then this is where it gets messy. Kyle has a decision of who he can eliminate, and it's between Devin and Emmy, Logan and Anissa, and Kyle and Amanda. Wait, did I do this right?
Yeah, he has the choice.
Yeah,
he has that choice, yeah.
Okay, yeah.
And Devin is his bestie.
Right. So why would he eliminate Devin?
Devin and Emily. It doesn't make sense. Why would he do that? It was dumb move.
Here's the thing. Kyle admits that he really wanted to win. And I think at the time, he was ahead of Fessy and Esther. So he had a lead on them. And really, I think what he was thinking was the only other team that could beat him was Devin and Emmy. So he's like, I'm just going to eliminate Devin and Emmy because that'll give me a better chance of winning. So it was a very selfish move. Don't get me wrong. It was very selfish and obviously didn't play out right. And who wants to piss off Emmy? That seems terrible. That's one of the last people that I would want to piss off because she is scary. Like, did you see her yelling? I would be deathly afraid of her.
She was like,
I would not want to be on the other end of her, like, of a freak out, of Emmy freak out. And then also, so in the aftermath, Kyle tries to explain his way out of this a little bit. So he says that he also didn't want to put it on Fessy and Esther because apparently at some point during this challenge, he made an agreement with Esther to not go after each other.
Yeah.
So I think that there was some sort of agreement there. Also, Kyle said that he had actually built a pretty good alliance with Fessy. And so he wanted to build on that because he felt that Fessy is going to be in power more often than Devin. And so if he can build a strong relationship with Fessy and not, eliminate Fessy, that maybe that partnership would serve him in the long run better as well. So I still don't think it was the right move, but at least there was some sort of justification behind it. And I do think in the end that he did remedy things with Devin quite a bit. I don't think that Devin's actually going to go after Kyle, but I don't know. It didn't do well for him with his general reputation with the vets.
Yeah, I don't think it was a smart move. And I don't think it worked. Yeah, it didn't do good for his reputation for them. And I think he's going to be in trouble, if not this episode, within the next couple episodes. He's going to be put in.
Yeah, I think he put an unnecessary target on his back. Everybody would have been fine. I don't think that he necessarily needed to build. I don't think Fessy would have gotten mad at him for eliminating him and Esther.
Okay, so again, I'm learning challenge, Doug, but is the strategy, I feel like the challenge would be to kind of play safe like the first like 4 or 5 rounds. If you're a vet, you play safe for the first like quarter, third of it. And then after like a third of it, then you start taking shots at strategic times. I still think it's too early to start doing stuff like this. It's still like episode 4 even, you know? Do you agree with that?
Yeah, I don't think that you really want to deviate from the pack at all. I mean, there's really not much reason to deviate, especially when they're in so much power. Yeah. So it definitely wasn't. And that might have also just been Kyle wanting a moment. I think Kyle is a little bit of an attention whore. Takes one to know one. So, but I think that might be part of it too. Like I said, it didn't seem like we were getting much spotlight on Kyle before this episode, and now he's back. And now he got a spotlight. So, but it wasn't for good things, I don't think.
That he did.
So so we get Fessy and Esther winning, and that's going to play out. We also learn Esther, I think, was really carrying this team. I think she was just so intelligent and smart that she could hear what Fessy was saying and just go and find the things that she needed to. And I really think between her athleticism and her intelligence that this was more of an Esther win than I think it was a Fessy win.
No, I'm here for Goddess Esther.
On that name.
Esther's incredible. I am here for her, and Ethrel obviously is as well. Like I feel like Esther is playing a really good game, especially for a rookie. She's been in a good spot, and I feel like Esther has longevity in this season.
I think so too, and actually I think she and Fessy work well together. Because for whatever reason I don't think that Fessy normally respects his partners because it's just not a person but I think he actually does respect Esther, which is just quite a statement, because he often doesn't, and he tries to blame his partners and will never take ownership if he does poorly himself and blames it on his partners. But I don't see him doing that with Esther, and if he does, then we're going to come for him, because no ma'am.
I agree, and I think Esther would put him in his place as well, and she's not scared to do it. She's not scared to say what she needs to say. She's very perfect for International Big Brother, because, in International Big Brother, they don't vote each other out. The country votes them out. So they're more outspoken.
Yeah, so I like that. I mean, I don't want her to win with Fessy, don't get me wrong, because I don't like rooting for Fessy, but I do think it's good for her for right now, at least to keep her safe and to get some power and longevity in this game.
Very true. I agree.
So,
Team Esther.
Team Esther for sure.
Fessy's a big old douchebag.
Yes.
He's a douche.
Pretty much.
He's a douche. Not a
fan. So then we get to the eliminate. Well, we get back to the house.
Yeah.
And I guess we really haven't even talked about Coriel and Michelle much, but you could tell the desperation that they have.
We know. The writing's on the wall. Coriel and Michelle know that they're going to be the next targets if they don't win the challenges. They know that. They're the only, really rookie team right now. Is that, they're the only team right now, right? So they know that they're going to be in trouble, which is unfortunate because I love both of them. I really do. They're both very likable characters. I think Michelle has I think they both have potential to, do well in a different setup. If they come back again as vets, I think they do very well.
Yeah, and I think a part of them, though, says, okay, the only way that we're getting out of this situation is to go into an elimination. The only way that we're going to get stronger in this game or have any chance is if we go down. So they quickly shift and say, all right, we accept our fate. We know we're going down. We cut to the bar scene, and we get a little NSYNC, which is great. I always love when NSYNC is playing.
I was here for it. I was here for NSYNC, so.
So then we get to that, and then Coriel immediately starts going to work and talking to Fessy and saying, look, I know I'm going to be gone, but can you at least do me a solid and like put in who I want to go in? And Fessy, rightfully so, listens to half of it.
Yeah.
Because at no point did Coriel or Michelle say, can you put us in against the previous season's winner, Amber, who was a complete beast and, has a good chance of possibly beating us? That was never a suggestion that came from Coriel and Michelle. And I still believe that Coriel and Michelle probably could have won if it was Bettina and Huey, as opposed to.
If they would have done Bettina, the two of them would have won it because Amber's a freaking beast. Amber is a beast.
That's just the facts. I mean, you can't really dispute that. She has the track record. She's pretty much, she is undefeated. No one's ever beaten her. As she's been on the challenge, outside of dailies, but like in eliminations and the final, no one's ever beaten her. So you can't contend with that.
Very true.
So yeah, what else happened in the house prior to the deliberation?
I mean, basically deliberation, that was like the main thing of like they're going out to the bar with the NSYNC song, NSYNC at the bar. Yes. You have Michelle, macking up on Emmanuel. You had who else? There is something else that happened at that bar scene, and I forgot.
Well, Tori even tells Kyle to do Fessy. Oh no! Wait. I don't remember what Tori was doing there, but
okay. Wait. There's okay. Oh, there's something. Amber and Jeremiah. Oh yeah, Amber and Jeremiah hooking up. Yes.
Yes, that was interesting. So many hookups, which we love to see.
We did have a little segment of Josh and Devin agreeing that they're in the best spot of the game, which they definitely are right now. Josh is getting away with living by the
Who would have thought that Josh and Devin would be in this little agreement and working together so well? It's quite amazing to see, and I didn't see it coming, but it makes sense for both of their games. So they're really smart by doing that.
I don't see the other one turning on the other one right now, at least.
No, because I don't think it makes sense. Yeah.
Is Josh loyal to who he's loyal to? I feel like he is loyal to, like, if he's truly with you, he stays loyal to you. I don't think he's the type that just stabs people in the back for no reason.
I would agree with that.
Josh is someone I would align with.
Go ahead, what?
Josh is someone I would align with, 100%, because he's loyal. He puts a bigger target on himself. Like, he's actually a smart person to work with. And he, like, gets manipulated very easily.
Yes. I just could not deal with his emotional messiness. But it was at least... It was difficult for me because of this episode, I was at least, like, agreeing with Josh. Like, he was in the right when he was, like, against Fessy. Like, I had to back Josh because he was the correct person and utilizing the right strategy, and Fessy just wasn't listening, which was really annoying.
True.
But he had the right move, and Fessy's an idiot. So in a battle between Fessy and Josh, I sadly had to take Josh's side. But
yes,
what can you do?
Love that. Amazing.
And this was what really bothered me. So on my second watch, Fessy and Esther start talking too about, like, okay, what should we do? And Fessy, I wrote this quote down. Fessy says to Esther, why don't we pick names of people we know won't come back? And I'm like, yes, Fessy, you should do that. Are you listening to what you're saying? Because if you're listening to what you're saying, you would not put Amber in there. Like,
you mean like names of people that won't come back as for like another season, or names of people that won't come back like a Redemption Island type thing?
No. They were talking about who to throw into elimination, right? So they already know that the house vote is going to be Coriel and Michelle. And so he's trying to talk to Esther. He's talking to Esther about Coriel's pitch of putting in Huey. Mm-hmm. And then he's also talking, and trying to convince Esther that that's the right move. And he says, let's make sure, and Esther's even said this before too, in the last time that they were in power, we have to make a decision of who's going to an elimination. I don't want that team to come back into the house because then they'll be against us, right? Sure. And the exact same thing plays out. It sucks that Fessy puts in Amber and Amber comes back. But you could have avoided that by putting in Bettina. It's so stupid.
It's just
dumb. No sense.
It's just dumb. The whole thing's freaking dumb.
Dumb.
Get it. So we have the deliberation, and obviously it's Michelle and Corey are like, okay, we know it's us, everybody. We don't even need to do it. Cool, everybody vote.
Yeah, but I do think that they utilized their time wisely in that they, were leveraging who they could go against. They wanted, they mentioned that there's certain people that haven't gone down, and that usually is a good argument.
Also, I think the rookies were not smart in this. I think rookies should have been trying to keep them because, they're going to be a target every round. Why are people trying to send them home when they could help them and benefit them? And I think some rookies are going to be regretting sending them home this round.
Yeah, I think it was too late for the rookie alliance to happen, though. It just wasn't going to happen at this point. That ship sailed. They needed to get together in the first or second episode if they were going to try to do that. So, unfortunately, that's all they could do. But I do have the votes, which is interesting. So here, let me pull these up again.
Show us the vote.
Let's look at these votes.
Yes, please. Oh, let me pull it up.
Yeah. Bam. So again, and also interesting during this, we learn that Huey opens his big mouth and tells Ashley that he voted for them last week. Yeah. And that's news to Ashley. She doesn't like that at all. Mm-hmm. If you were watching us last week, you would have known that Huey voted for Ashley and Huey because we also showed the voting results last week, which is things that you don't get if you watch the normal episode. So
you think he's gonna troll the entire time and just keep voting for Ashley?
I feel like even though they're not teammates anymore, that they'll still kind of have a pairing or a little bit of an alliance.
Yeah.
Naturally, I feel like if it was your previous partner, there wasn't anything truly terrible between them. But so the votes all majority obviously landed on Michelle and Coriel. Yeah. Emmanuel wasn't going to vote for Michelle. That makes sense. Emmy and Josh Emmy and Josh voted for Big T and Jeremiah. Thought that was interesting. And Michelle voted for Anissa and Logan. So there were some odd votes here. And Logan, I think, also last week casted a vote on Ashley and Huey. So that's something to track. Logan maybe just isn't a fan of Ashley and Huey, which is understandable.
Ashley and Huey are that joke team, which is sad that spoiler that they got separated. I'm really sad about it because I was here for them. I wanted them to win the whole thing. Such a hot mess team. Also, is Huey giving you some trade vibes? He was kind of hot at this episode. I'm I wasn't thinking it, but now I'm okay, I feel like I'm here for it.
I'm still not, but you can.
I don't know. I get some BDE from him, girl. You know how I am.
Yeah, definitely his confidence in winning is sexy, so don't get me wrong.
He gives you that BDE and I'm here for it.
I love a winner, for sure.
You're a winner.
All right. So then we get into the elimination, and I was dead at Josh is very much thinking that Amber's not going to go down, and Fessy tells basically that that's what's going to happen, and then they get into this huge argument, and TJ just not even giving a shit and just getting on his phone. I was dead. That was hilarious to me.
True.
Because TJ's seen this all before. He has seen so many emotional outbreaks from Josh.
The going on his phone thing is iconic. It was so funny. I was here for it while Josh was like flipping shit. Like this almost got into a fist fight. I was here for it. Like basically the Big Brother alliance is done. It's done because Fessy's an idiot. He's dumb. He's dumb. He's always been dumb. He's a big dummy. Good for him. At least he's beautiful.
Is he?
Here for it.
All right, fine.
I like a lot of the men on this season, okay?
Yeah, which one haven't you said that you like? I don't think there's like a single one, Josh.
I think all of them are hot in their own way.
I think at one point or another you've listed every single man. And like,
I just want all of them.
But what about Emmanuel? What about Logan? What about anybody that has a penis? What about
every single one?
If you have a penis, Josh, you just
hell, I'd even probably go for Casey at this moment. Casey gives me BDE too, okay?
Okay, work.
Here for it. I'm kidding.
But yeah, so then we get into the challenge, and I'm like, okay, even though Amber's down there, Coriel and Michelle, come on. You're going to win this, right? Like, I don't have to worry about you going home. It's Huey and Amber. They've never worked together. You should be fine.
Yeah.
And then, what did you think of this challenge, this elimination?
I was surprised with the result. Amber slayed that challenge. That was all Amber, more than Huey.
I don't know. And I think
it was equal.
I think it was a little bit more Huey than Amber, to be honest.
All right, here for that.
Because, and they even kind of talk about this in the aftermath as well. And when you look at it, Huey was kind of like pulling Amber along a little bit and really kind of just like directing where to go. Yeah. I think Huey deserves a lot of credit in establishing and leading that challenge. Actually, I do think that Amber was the right partner, and I don't think that he would have been able to do as well with Bettina. But I do think that Huey deserves a lot of the credit for that. So, yeah,
here for it.
But you see the frustration that happens in the challenge because Coriel gets like locked up in like his carabiner or whatever, and then they start yelling at each other, and we have some gay on gay drama, which we haven't had. The last time we had gay on gay drama in the challenge was a long ass time ago. I can't remember when that would have been.
I was like kind of here for it. It was kind of like, okay, like some like maybe some like, ooh, I was here for it.
Did you feel like there was sexual tension there?
I wish I was there with Corey though, because he's a beautiful man. Oh, there's another one. I'm here for Corey too.
Oh yeah, we hadn't talked about your feelings on Corey, so I'm glad you threw that in there.
He's a beautiful man. Corey's probably the one I'd want to date.
Huey did say that it was 70% him, which, I mean, I'm going to overestimate, even if it was 50%, I mean, I'm going to tell you it's 70%, but I actually do think that he's being truthful there. I do think that he was. Do
you agree with this? I think both of them will be brought back. I think of this team.
They better.
I think Michaela is definitely coming back, and I think the two of them are coming back. So far, people that have been eliminated, I think it's these three.
It was also very funny, in the aftermath, Michelle was talking about how, like, she's not used to losing, like, especially this early. Like, she's never had to really, because she's always, like, made it to the end. And, like, even then, it's not like she really, I mean, yeah, she didn't. She got, like, what? She got third in Winners at War.
She got third place. Michelle's a good player. Michelle is underestimated.
She's definitely not used to losing.
Yeah.
And yeah, I just feel bad for her. I love everything from her. And Coriel, I do think so. Let's talk about the drama between Coriel and Huey. So Huey definitely thought that there was more of a like agreement between them. Like, hey, we're both gay men. This doesn't happen very often. To have this opportunity, I think that they both really felt that this was a great chance to be representation. Coriel spoke about it, was a little bit more outspoken, especially being, a black gay man, which doesn't happen as often, and there's other elements that are obviously involved with that. But and then Huey speaks about it too, of like wanting to be a strong representation for gay men on the challenge. And I do think that it was sad that it played out this way, that we couldn't have seen them working together. Corey Ellen admittedly says, I shouldn't have underestimated Huey in the way that I did, and that there might have been some better options instead of going after Huey.
Yeah.
So it's unfortunate. They made up. I think that they're in really good terms now. I think that they both have a high regard for each other and a good respect for each other, after the show, and were able to kind of mend that relationship that they had. But yeah, it was just kind of sad to see it play out that way, I guess.
Yeah, it was unfortunate, but it is what it is. Maybe they'll have a showmance next season.
Ooh, we can only hope.
All right.
So after that, we get the new teams. Josh, you want to pull these new teams over?
I think that you need to.
Oh, whoops! There we go.
You need to do the share thing, and then I'll do it.
My bad. My bad, y'all. My bad.
All right, let's pull up these new teams because we
get 4 new teams this week. The last 2 weeks, we've only had like a couple new teams because people leaving and everything else. So we have.
By the way, I love
teams.
The Big Brother one you have is like the Big Brother 1 through 6 logo, and I'm
old school Big Brother. Let's give the old school Big Brother logo.
It's the Allison, Danielle, Reyes, and Diane version. I love it.
And it was like the only transparent one that would go with this background, but also, I do what I can. So how do you feel about Huey and Nani? What did you think about that choice from Huey to pick Nani as his partner?
It was smart. Nani is well liked. Nani's also strong as well. So I think that was a smart decision for him.
Yeah, it was. I didn't see it coming necessarily. I don't know who else he would have picked. Yeah. But we'll see how that plays out. I don't know how strong of a team that's going to be. Nani's going to have to deal with Huey pretending to be a part of each challenge and freaking out before each daily, and we'll see how that goes. Devin and Amber, how do you feel about Devin and Amber?
Amber made a smart decision picking Devin, and it kind of screwed. We'll get to the next one, but I think that Amber made a good decision for sure. That's a strong team right there.
The Devin Amber team is the Fuck Big Brother team. So, Josh, I don't know if you caught this, but last season, Devin was very much against any Big Brother alliance. Okay, yeah. So he knew how to get under Josh's skin. And so he said, fuck Big Brother pretty, profusely. So then when Amber wins and turns to the entire cast and says, fuck Big Brother, that was just such a great moment. Yeah. And so now we have the Fuck Big Brother team, which is Devin and Amber. So I think it's going to be good. I'm here for it.
I think that things are going to change now that this thing happened. I don't think it's going to be against the rookies now. I think it's going to be like Big Brother battling against each other right now. You're going to see Devin and Amber winning next round, I think.
Well, this was what was smart. So I think by the way that these teams played out, it was very smart by the vets to get another rookie team together. Yeah. So by Amber picking Devin, and then Josh and Ashley getting paired together, that means that we have Emmy and Gabo. How
did Josh and Ashley get paired together again?
So Huey picked Nani, Amber picked Devin, and then did Josh get to pick Ashley, or did Ashley get to pick? They paired them together because they both. I don't remember exactly how that played out.
I don't either, but I know Gabo and Nani and Emmy ended up together. So
yeah, because I think I don't remember why. So why couldn't it have been Josh and Emmy and Gabo and Ashley, right?
No idea.
I don't remember why that.
Ashley. Josh was with Amber. Okay, wait. Josh was with Amber, and Ashley was with Huey. And then Gabo was with Nani, and Emmy was with Devin. There you go.
Yeah, so I think because Ashley and Josh lost their partners, Ashley and Josh lost their partners first, basically.
Yeah.
You know, that they were then paired together, so I guess that would make sense.
Yeah.
But yeah, that was very smart by the vets, because now they were able to pair together a rookie team, which then becomes the target, and then they can keep trying to eliminate the rookies. So this, to me, the way that it played out was very smart.
There you go. There it is.
Also this week, I pulled together a few more tweets to just, talk about, because this time I was actually watching live.
Let's talk about the tweets. Talk about the tweets.
Well, to Sam even brought this up too in the chat, that Amanda tweeted that Fessy didn't want to say Bettina's name for another reason.
All right.
So maybe it wasn't all because he wanted to go after Amber. Maybe Fessy did have a little thing for Bettina that was lying under the surface. Then Coriel gives us a little bit more insight that he was, he knew that he could go to Fessy. I think he really did actually have a strong relationship with Fessy. And
can I say really quick about Corey and Huey again? I think Corey had just had the adrenaline from the challenge. I don't think it was intentional, any of it. I think it was just a lot of adrenaline that was built up. Do you agree? I don't think he purposely did. It was just, I don't think he was thinking, truthfully.
No, I think it was definitely the heat of the moment. I think Coriel was going into that challenge for sure, thinking he was going to win.
Yeah.
And from someone who's very competitive and goes into things thinking that they're going to win often, I have also exploded on people when I don't win. I'm not the best loser, so I could relate to Coriel in that situation. It wasn't right, but I do like the way that he handled it afterwards.
It's not right, but it's occur. Okay.
And I thought this was interesting from Devin, recognizing that, actually Kyle letting Fessy win imploded the Big Brother alliance, and #Dial lives on. So in the long run, that actually does work well, because Devin's never really liked the Big Brother alliance anyways. So
do the challenge people usually get over their drama really quick? Because I feel like they do.
I don't know. It depends. Season to season, maybe.
Yeah.
You see this carry over quite a bit. It depends on the relationship to start. Kyle and Devin had a good relationship, so I think that they can move on from this pretty quickly. It depends on the person too. I don't know. I don't know if I can make that generalization, I guess.
Yeah. Do you know what the challenge needs to do? They need to go back to basics and do an old school type challenge, like a gauntlet, or do something. They need to bring an old school challenge back.
I would like to see, a little bit different format. I feel like we've kind of gotten into the same format quite a bit in the last few seasons.
Partner, bring back the gauntlet, bring back Inferno, bring back the duel even, or fresh meat or something. Bring back that type of stuff. That was fun.
Yeah. Do
you agree?
I agree.
Yeah, that's cool.
So if we really covered anything else.
Go ahead.
Go ahead.
I was do you think we've covered everything with the episode? I think we have.
I think so. I was trying to see if there was anything else from the aftermath that we missed. Michelle did say that if she would have won, that she would have picked Fessy instead of Devin. Or no, she couldn't have picked Fessy because Fessy was in the agency. But I think what it was that Michelle was saying that the better move for her would have been to be with Fessy instead of when she picked Devin, back when she first went down the elimination. So, and they were trying to force this storyline that Fessy and Michelle had a thing for each other. Because in the aftermath, they're sitting on the couch together, and they were trying to force this narrative that Michelle and Fessy had this thing.
Yeah.
And Michelle didn't really do much to completely shut it down, but that was interesting to me because it was gross. I don't want Michelle and Fessy to be together.
All right. So I think we covered everything challenge-wise now. So
I think so.
Yeah, love that. All right, so Doug, with it closing up today, can you let our viewers know where they can find you on social media?
Well, you can find me in an hour and a half back with the Couch Potato Queens talking about this live eviction episode of Big Brother. And
That's
we
right.
will have to say goodbye to our dear Sarah Beth.
I know, Sarah Beth's leaving. But yes, guys, you heard it first. Doug will be joining us for our eviction show tonight. We're so excited to have him. So it's going to be a whole lot of endurance. Me, Alex, and Doug will be there live for the endurance show. The last time we did an endurance special was so much fun. So we're excited for the three of us to do it this time. But yeah, you can follow Doug on Twitter and Instagram here at DoFerg.
That's it. That's me.
All right, you can follow me on Twitter and Instagram at Mendels8. That's MENDELS, and then the number 8. And of course, you can follow us on our channel. Obviously, if you're watching, hit the like button. If you have not clicked the like button and you're watching right now, hit that like, smash the like, give us some love. And if you're not watching live today, guys, comment below. Let us know what you thought of the episode. Do you agree with who you went home? Who are you rooting for? Let us know in the comment section below, guys. We want to hear about it. You can follow us on Twitter at Couch Potato Queens. It's Couch Potato QWNZ. On our Instagram at Couch Potato Queens, QUEENS. Or you can obviously subscribe to our channel on YouTube. We're doing stuff every day. We're probably going to do the circle as well. I haven't decided when exactly I'm going to be doing it, but we will be covering the circle. We have Drag Race on Friday. We go with Jolene on Friday. We have a lot planned. Survivor.
Did you watch Drag Race yet, Josh?
I haven't yet, so don't spoil for me. Don't spoil for me. Are you happy with the winner?
I won't spoil for anybody.
Okay, it's all good. But yeah, so we have stuff going on though. But make sure to hit the like, subscribe, do it all. We love you guys. We will be back in about an hour and a half, right after the eviction show. We go live to chat about our head of household. It's going to be fun. We look forward to seeing you guys there. Doug will be there too, guys. Doug will be there too. It's going to be a blast. All right, guys. Hope you guys have a good day. Bye. See you in an hour.